10 stages of music and comedy shows await guests at the Georgia Renaissance Festival. The acts range from jugglers to comedians to sword fights and even singing nuns.
The song you're about to hear was actually crazy.
And there's nearly 1,000 costume characters running around in between. As you can imagine, some of the heavy fabrics these costumes are made of get really hot when the temperatures rise. Just ask the royal court.
I walk around and I try to be as pleasant as possible. And I'm king. I can order someone's death immediately if I'm put out at all. So I'm trying to be very careful and not think those thoughts. I think very cool thoughts. Yes. Even though I'm miserable.
And there are other acts concerned about the heat, like Hey Nunnie Nunnie.
Absolutely. You know, the weather is important when you do an outdoor show.
That's right. And if it's bad weather, I think we have to sacrifice a weather girl. It's because of, you know, if the messenger, you kill the messenger. And if the weather girl says bad, then we should probably get rid of her.
I did hear that.
Where did she go?
I don't know. Let's have an amen.
Amen.
There is one act that says they actually pine for 100-degree days. That would be the Mud Guys.
The mud actually keeps the cool temperature in it, so when you jump into it on a hot day, it's soothing and cool, and then we get to come out and look at our audience of people who are sitting there sweaty and red and angry.
Ready for something made of ice.
Right. So it feels good. It feels good to be me right then. I feel superior to other people, which I like.
On top of the world. Winning!
Well, you can probably guess what happened next.
Are you kidding me? There's a schedule.
There is no schedule.
There is a schedule. We made the schedule.
You made that up in your head.
We put it on the refrigerator we don't have.
Oh my love.
Oh, what are we doing?
I'm sorry. Come here.
Wrong end. We got the wrong end. There we go. Oh my God. Thank you, my love. Thank you.
And while the mud acts as a natural sun barrier, next time I visit the festival, I think I'll stick to the regular sunscreen and stay hydrated with good old-fashioned water. Danielle Banks, The Weather Channel. The Georgia Renaissance Festival is a rain or shine event, and through the years, these performers have seen all types of weather. Arene has been performing at festivals like this for more than 30 years and says his biggest weather culprit isn't rain, but wind.
I balance things. For instance, in the show that I did right before, it was gust of wind. I had to cut that piece away because there's no way that I could balance a 20-foot pole on my face with the wind. It would have just fall.
Comedy acts like the Tortuga Twins have also been drawing crowds for years with their witty sense of humor.
Let us pretend that we are married. I will give you my paycheck, and you treat me like dirt.
They have their own preferences when it comes to weather.
Well, actually, we love performing in activities in the shade.
Yes, we love shady activities.
Not far from the Tortuga stage is the jousting arena. For the knights, sun protection is a little trickier as it comes at a heavier price. The armor they wear isn't exactly light, although their sense of humor is.
So, what do you guys use to shield yourselves from the weather?
What do you think?
But in all seriousness, these guys really do drink a lot of water in between their shows and make sure to cool off on really hot days. It's a rule that all the festival's performers try to apply so they can keep the guest entertained, one wisecrack at a time.
For the Weather Channel, I like to say we pirates like the weather. We love it. We like it windy. We like it hot. That's why we're sailing around in the Caribbean. Hello, Pirates of the Caribbean. What makes more sense than that, eh?
Danielle Banks, The Weather Channel.